Alright everybody, and welcome back to part 13 of Fire Emblem 7, the Blazing Blade. In today's episode, we are finally gonna defeat Lord Lundgren, and I thought of this in between videos that I would probably like, or that it would be nice rather, to take the kill on Lyn, because remember, she's level 10.5, and so, yeah, getting the promoted kill on her would be nice for her sake. That way, okay, well, hold on, Magic Crest, a decent level up. But yeah, that way she'll get a lot of experience here, and I've spoken on this numerous times before that it's gonna be nice if she's as high a level as possible, so we don't have to put in as much effort later with her. So yeah, it's just nice to have it, well, over and done with here during her own mode, getting her halfway to level 20. And that was very nice. Wallace gets yet another hit in here. Oh, and another thing that I would like to bring up here, as soon as Lucius is healed up. Nils, we gotta stand around here for a bit and level him up to level 7, because I remembered if you want the Kishina X chapter in Hector hard mode, you need to have Nils at level 7 or higher before you finish Lyn's mode. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to stand here and dance with him for like 10 turns or so, because yeah, I would like to try and show that off during Hector hard mode whenever we get there. And so yeah, I'm gonna do that. And yeah, the Manicari would kill him, but I'm also gonna die if he hits me, yeah. And the damage, isn't very impressive, only 5. Spring 1899 brought that up with me yesterday, and hold that thought for a bit. Sir the girl, claiming kinship with my brother. You'll play this farce to the end, won't you, Lord Lundgren? The royal house of Kalin has no need for a Sakaean mongrel. I'll put an end to this foolishness, here and now. To further your own black ambitions, you have harmed my grandfather and the very land you ought to serve. I have neither pity nor mercy for you. Lundgren, prepare yourself. Welp. Okay, but yeah, see, ouch! Oh my god, he actually hit me. Oh, okay, well that's not great, but that is not great. What do I do? Yeah, see, oh my god, wait, hold on a minute. Now I can't finish my train of thought there. We're gonna need to do this, and heal. But yeah, Spring 1899 asked me yesterday about what I thought about the damage multiplier here in Fire Emblem 7 and how they nerfed it from the Japanese to the European version. Yeah, in the Japanese version of this game, the effectiveness multiplier is set to ×3 damage, whereas in the European and American version, it's set to ×2. And yeah, as well, both of us came to the conclusion there, that is probably used to make the game easier for beginners of the series, and that's probably why the game got so popular to begin with, because it's easier than many other Fire Emblem games. And oh my god. So yeah, there is that, but here, as you can see, it is a little bit annoying. It goes both ways. It is nice when your units can take more damage, sure, but it would have been nice in situations like this, of course, if Lyn could have dealt a little bit more damage with her Manicari, because yeah, she already struggles to deal damage as it is with her low strength growth there. So, but yeah, as I told Spring, personally, I'm not too bothered with the damage nerf there. So, but yeah, it's something to keep in mind, I guess. And now that he's holding the Javelin, maybe we can just, I'm just gonna go with the Lancer here. Screw this. I want this to be guaranteed. Yeah, I just want this ass to die right now, and then we're probably just gonna play for Lyn, and after I've done that, I'm just gonna need to sit here and end turns for a bit, just so that we can get Nils up to level 7 here, because that's gonna be imperative. And, like, here's the thing, though. Since I'm gonna be doing Hector hard mode in the faraway future, there is no guarantee that I'm gonna be able to show off the Kishna chapter, because remember, if you don't take him out, he's just gonna run away. So you need to have a really strong team there with a lot of crit who can take him out on one turn, and that was not the best level up, but 8 point of health, so at the same time not the worst either. But yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and do this, or I'm gonna cut out all the dancing here, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I'm gonna bring it back here now. I finally managed to grind Nails up to level 7. It was really boring and tedious, but there we go. We should now be good to go here. Yeah, we're now covered for whenever we're getting into Hector hard mode in the future. So, yeah, leveling him up to level 7 is gonna get you a secret X chapter on Hector's mode. So yeah, I would like to try and show that off, but there is no guarantee since, yeah, during that playthrough I won't be able to do any resets in case I fail to kill Kishna. So yeah, that's gonna be a nail biter, I'm sure. You're Lady Lindis, are you not? Who are you? I am Reisman, the Chancellor of the Kalin royal family. I had received word from Kent and Sane when you first met. But then Lord Lundgren discovered the message and imprisoned me. Oh, yes. It is my great pleasure to welcome you to your true home. Thank you. May I see my grandfather now? Yes, of course. Over this way. Do not be shocked by what you see. Lundgren has been poisoning the Marcus's meals for some time now. His body has been ravaged. He's been bedridden for months. Yes. Who goes there? I said no visitors. I will see nobody. What are you doing? Leave me here today. Yes, I can't read. Pardon me. My name is Lindis. Did you say Lindis? My father's name was Hassar, chieftain of the Lorca. My mother was Madeline. I was raised on the plains. So yeah, we have a nice moment here. It would probably have been more impactful if I just had shut up and let this play out in silence, but yeah. No. Very nice drawing here. Lundgren told me that my daughter had died. My heir, and you too. He told me you were dead. Yeah, he was just trying to break your spirit. Yeah. Mother and father were slain last year by brigands. And Lyn is the only survivor, so yeah. It is pretty nice here in this game how they break it up a little bit, like the tutorial here is just Lyn's, little short adventure here on the side. And you get to learn, or you get to acquaint yourself with the characters here on her path. And then, you're gonna start playing with Ellwood, and eventually Lyn will join in there, and it's just like, oh yes, when you played this the first time, she's back here, and I thought it was really cool, when you were playing once again for the very first time. I honestly didn't expect that to happen then. Yeah. And yeah, he's afraid he's gonna die here, but yeah. By the power of love, he will survive. Something like that. But yeah, no, he's actually gonna survive. He won't die. That would have been a little bit too dark, maybe, perhaps, here in Fire Emblem 7. Yeah, the darker edge of the older games pretty much died down here, past the GBA games, I'm gonna say. I mean, there's still some mature stuff, but it never gets as raunchy or, dark as back in Fire Emblem 4 and 5. I think those games take the cake there. Lady Lindis, do you honestly plan on remaining here? Tell me truly. Yes, until my grandfather is well. I can't leave him now. I won't. The physician says that Lord Hausen looks like a brand new man. It's like he was never ill. And it's all thanks to you, my lady. He's the only family I have left. I want him to have a long life. Where is it, Florina? Florina. I've been taken into service by House Kalin. Oh, wow. Well, I mean, one look at her stats and, yeah, I can see why they would hire her. I mean, Lady Lindis, we will always be together now. Oh, really? That pleases me so, but please don't call me Lady Lindis for you, I'm still just Lyn. My Pegasus and I fly for your house now. I am your servant, I mean. There are rules to follow. Florina! I am happy, the happiest when I'm with you. What's more important? That's more important than how I address you, so please. I suppose I will just have to get used to it. Very well, I understand. Oh, thank you, I do love you, Lyn. Oops. Yeah, that wasn't very professional there, but... yeah, she's young and she's giddy. Can't blame her too much. Will, weren't you planning on returning home? Well, I was, but I've grown quite fond of Lady Lindis' legions, you know. Okay, even Will wants to stay. Yeah, he wouldn't be bad to hire either. Here in Kalin's troops, but he's not as good as Florina. Or Florina, yeah, I can't decide how to pronounce it. Florina, I feel, is the proper way to pronounce her name, but I kind of like going this Swedish path there too. Florina. So yeah, now we're just gonna have to move on here from, well, Kalin. We can't sit around here. We gotta go out on new adventures. And yeah, now here in a bit we're gonna get to see the stats here of each character, which is also a really nice thing that they added here, so you get to see who performed the best, or, you know, yeah, well, essentially that's it. You get to see who performed the best here on your troops, or in your troop. And yeah, here they are hinting that we will see her again at some point. And yeah, here we go. Kent, he did pretty well. 47-12. No deaths. Of course. Well, I would have been very embarrassed if I had lost anyone here. Honestly. Yeah, Kent and Sam pretty much did the same amount of work here, yeah. I didn't use them very much. But they still got some experience, I suppose. And yeah, look at Florina, huh. Yeah, really used her quite a bit here. Quite extensively. Her fear of men has lessened, but only slightly. Yeah. Due to Zane, no doubt. And Will actually did more than I thought. He was in way more fights than I had anticipated. Dorcas, wow, only one victory, what the heck? Once lose 300... yeah, so he just starts fighting bandits there, huh? Serra got hit once, and yeah. I now realized I should probably have tried and gain some more experience on her too there whilst singing or dancing, but yeah, just whatever, I suppose. It's fine. It's all good. 2 battles and Wrath. Yeah, 14-6. He did okay, but yeah. He joins in at a very high level, so it's not the most fun to use him here. But I guess they wanted him to be as a sort of a, you know, Jagen unit, if you will. He's just here to help you. And finally Lucius, or actually we also have Wallace. Yeah, we're just running out of things to say here now. Oh yeah. I just want to move on to Ellwood's part here. Least mode is fun and all, but it is time to move on to bigger, grander things. Nixter leaves Lyn to continue his training. He plans on traveling throughout Lycia. Lyn refuses to say goodbye, believing in her heart that she will see him again. Yeah. We will. And yeah, I must remember to make a save state here now for when we're gonna do Hector hard mode. I must not forget about that. And Lyn did really well. I think she had a higher win ratio than any other unit here on our army. Like, she didn't have the most battles, but the most wins in, well, relative to her battles, like percentage-wise. I'm pretty sure she had the highest win ratio. Lyn can be seen high atop a hill near the castle. Perhaps she's remembering the home of her youth. Dude, she's already young. Holy crap, dude. She's like 20 tops. yeah. Okay, let's see here now. Let's see. So yeah, here I'm just gonna go ahead and do a couple of save states. Okay, so there we go. I checked it out, or I made some save states here for our Hector hard mode in the future, and so now we're just gonna jump on in here in Ellywoods mode, and yeah, gonna start this up. Just whatever. Here ends Lyn's story. Would you like to save your progress? Sure. And yeah, we're just well, actually, since I had the save states, I'm probably not gonna need this anymore. But still, we can just save here, I guess. Because yeah, you cannot make a separate, a regular save there. If I do that, I'm gonna need to have to play Lyn's story mode over again from the beginning and make a separate save for that if I don't want to use save states. And yeah, I'd really just prefer it to, well, once again, save and a save state there, and then we can come back to our stats there in the future. And yeah. Okay, let's just skip this. We know the deal. We know how the game works. And yeah, this episode is mainly just gonna be plot, I guess. Once dragon fought man in a war called the Discovering. Mankind vanquished the dragons thanks to the efforts of 8 heroes. These 8 mighty generals brought peace to Elib. The continent was divided into nations and the people enjoyed an easy prosperity. The hero Hartmut settled in the east and founded Bern, famed for its military might. Saint Elimin moved west and her sacred name flourished among the artisans of Etruria. The horseman Hanen's legacy lived on with the nomads of his beloved plains of Sakai. The birthplace of the knight Berrigan is now home to the renowned knights of Ilia. And the berserker Urban's final glory was to create a warriors clan in the Western Isles. The Archsage Athos is said... The Archsage Athos is said to have retired to the barren wasteland of Nabat the Desert. Oh, yes. The heirs of the champion Roland themselves became the lords of the Lycian League. Elib has enjoyed a peace that spans 980 years. How much longer can this peace stand before its foundations begin to crumble? They are indeed about to crumble here. Deep within the Lycian Leagues lies Finalé, a land that has known no conflict for many generations, but which now finds itself touched by a shadow of unease. Elbert has mysteriously vanished, as have a number of his sworn men, loyal knights who serve at his side. A month has passed without word from the Marquess. Rumors of his death abound. However, the Marquess's son believes his father lives, and he has vowed to find him. Marquess Forae's son, Elwyd, a red-haired youth who will one day become the finest knight in all of Lycia. His long journey begins here. Yeah. So yeah, Elwyd essentially is just, well, Roy's father. So that's pretty neat that they made a, what's it called? Not a post story of the 6th game. Just, yeah, I forget what it's called. Lord Elwood, we leave on your word. And look how young Marcus is here in this game. He's like 40 here. That's so cool, actually. Yeah, I completely forgot about that, even though I knew he's younger here. And we're actually even gonna use him for this playthrough. As you may recall, we're gonna use Marcus, Lowen, and Isadora in a support squad later on. And my heart cannot bear sorrow. I know, Mother. Please do not worry. Father is alive, I know it. I vow that I will find him and return him to your side. I have your word then, my boy. Yes, of course. And here we have Isadora. I really wish that she would join us earlier on. Yeah. But, yeah, once again, it's gonna be a lot of fun to use her, and as I said before, I think I said so anyway, we're gonna have to give her the bothering once we get one, because she has like, I wanna say it is 6 constitution, which is really, really shitty. So yeah, we're gonna need to, we're gonna need to give her some, or we're gonna need to pamper her, pamper, is that the right word? Yeah, we're gonna need to spoil her, there you go, a little bit, so that she can become, or so that she can realize her full potential, because she is not a bad unit. If she only had slightly higher constitution, she would have been a really solid unit. That's like the only thing that holds her back, because she can't really fight with the axes. But yeah. Yeah. Let's see here. What's keeping Lowen? Oh my god, look at this guy. We've all heard that the Knights of Finalé have vanished, right? Well, your misfortune is my good luck. I have an announcement to make. As of now, this village is mine. Grusni is now your liege, your lord. Pay me patronage. Now, bring every last piece of gold down to the smallest fleck. And here they come. Lowen and a girl, Rebecca, I believe. Lord Ellwood, Commander Marcus, aye. Oh, Lowen, calm yourself. A knight must be in control of his emotions at all times. The village is under attack. It's bandits. What? Bandits here? Are you sure, Lowen? This girl has more details. And as I said before, we're gonna use Rebecca and support her up with Dart and Will later on. So I'm also gonna show her with as much experience as possible, both here and Lowen. We're gonna need to really train a whole lot, since I'm gonna be relying on them. And yeah, I'm not gonna fight too much with Marcus right now, even though I am gonna use him, but I'm gonna make sure that he's always close to Lowen and builds up support. And maybe we can even give him a slim lance, or, you know, something like that, so that maybe eventually he can run in and ship enemies too without taking them out. So yeah, we're gonna need to find some ways for him to be able to fight too, like, heck, maybe even slim swords, you know, stuff of that nature might allow him to fight. Because, like, if you compare Marcus to, in this game, with Fire Emblem 6, Marcus, he has a lot higher base strength here in this game. It's like at 12, I want to say, in Fire Emblem 6, and now it's at 16 or something like that. So yeah, he's a lot stronger here in this game. And yeah, I realize I'm just skipping a lot of plot here, but yeah. And actually, in the next episode, we're probably just gonna suspend here and keep on going in the next one, because I have something I want to show off here. In the beginning of the next episode, I'm gonna show off some stat changes there of Marcus, how much better he is in the 7th game in comparison to the 6th. They even improved on some of his growths, like in particular his skill growth, like it's only at 20% in FE6, whereas in this game it's like at 50%. So yeah, they definitely buffed him up. I never realized they buffed him so much from the last game. But as you can see, he has the same defense and magic resist as in Fire Emblem 6, I'm gonna say. I'm pretty sure it's the exact same. His health, I actually believe he has 1 HP less here, 1 or 2 HP less, but his strength went from 12 up to 15, yeah, so I was wrong there. So he gained 3 points of strength, and I believe he has like 3 more points in skill, something like that. But yeah, I'm gonna compare that, both his growths and his, well, base stats in the next episode. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. And yeah, we're gonna get a Draco Shield from up here, I wanna say. I thought it was a skill book, or well, yeah, I thought this was the chapter we would get the skill book. I mentioned that in the last video, but yeah, no, you get the Draco Shield here, and then I believe in the next chapter we'll get a skill book. Grusni there, yeah. So yeah, I'm not sure whom I will give the skill book to. Maybe I'll make a poll here on YouTube. Or, I mean, the defense, the Draco Shield. I would honestly want, or like to give it to either Lowen or Barter. But then again, Lowen typically does get very nice defense. Yeah, it would probably be a waste on him. He's already good enough. So yeah. Oh my god, and it begins with steel weapons, dude. We're gonna need to give him some shittier weapons, or else he's just gonna take everything. But yeah, in the next episode, we're gonna keep on going here, and yeah, I'm gonna have to think about who's gonna get the Draco Shield, and I'll see you guys in part 14. Thank you so very much for watching. See you next time.